everyone, what's going on? Welcome to our first podcast ever, actually. Um, my name's Noah,
And my name is Chris.
and we're just some local ATL boys here to kind of talk about life and shit, get deep, get political, get philosophical, all kinds of stuff, man. We got a lot to talk about with you guys. I think y'all are going to enjoy what we have to say, and hopefully we'll be bringing in some guests soon too for future podcasts, but we just want to welcome you guys to the channel. You can watch the podcasts on YouTube or you can stream them on SoundCloud. If you guys just want to listen to the audio, we'll be uploading both the files. So yeah, man. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I just got off work actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, you had to work on July 4th?
Yeah. So my dad owns a business and we had to go to like different vendors and sell seafood. And sometimes it's like different days.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's what's up, man. Making money on July 4th, that's cool. I mean, I'm lucky enough to get the day off, but like if I had to work, it's whatever. That's one thing we were gonna actually discuss about today. Hopefully I think a lot of you guys can relate what it's like being in your 20s, like transitioning into that. It's not easy. It's definitely a big change in life, I think. But we'll get more into that later on, I think. Maybe we should kind of introduce ourselves a little bit. Let the viewers know what we're kind of about, who we are as a person, I guess. And
Yeah, let's do it, man.
yeah. I guess give them your hometown, man. Tell them what's up.
So yeah, I'm from Atlanta and I was born in Georgia. Been here all my life, raised in Dunwoody. We're also recording in our house, my house, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Chris's dad for letting us record in here.
Yeah, he's shirtless because he just got out of work.
Yeah, I literally walked into the door, and he was like, "Come say hey to my dad." I was like, "All right, let me go say hey to him." And I look over, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, by the way, he's shirtless." I'm like, "Bruh."
Yeah, I watched the whole event unfold. He just like walked awkwardly upstairs.
That was a good first time meeting your dad, dude.
Yeah, dude, I saw your dad. Your dad was like shirtless too. So I'm like, hey.
Oh, that's true. You did. I forgot about that. Yeah. Okay. Now we're even, bro.
Yeah.
All right. So
I'm 21. I go to Georgia State University, and I'm studying marketing right now, and it's pretty alright, I gotta admit.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like minoring in like international business and French because that's something I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the international business side is like something that's going to keep you interested, because I think business can kind of get, I don't know, maybe it's different for everyone, but I feel like business can kind of get stale after a while, right?
Right.
Keeping it international, that'll make you travel a lot more. So I think that'll be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, traveling is everything to me, man.
Hopefully I don't get overexhausted from traveling.
Yeah, that can happen. Start getting homesick and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about you, man?
All right. Well, same as me, man. Born and raised in Atlanta. I'm 21 as well, and I'm also going to Georgia State, studying computer science. It's a pretty tough degree, to be honest. It's pretty complex. It's kind of hard to find your place in that degree because there's a lot of fields to go into. But for all of you out there that are computer science majors, I think you know what's up. It's a grind for sure, but it's pretty rewarding and it's a pretty demanding market. And it's pretty interesting too, man. Definitely not something I would have, I thought I was going to go to in high school.
Right.
Right? Because, when you're in high school, you think you're going to do something totally different. And then you change your degree in, like, the first semester of college or whatever. But, I mean, hey, it's, like, it's working out, It's pretty chill.
Yeah. I'm sure, like, the benefits of, like, working there and grinding it, you make lots of money.
Yeah, it's a good amount of money, and it's also just, like, stable. That's like one thing I think I've realized what we need in our lives is a stable position at a job, because that sounds so stressful, having to jump around from job to job, like kind of like how a lot of artists do, they work on commission and stuff like that. It's definitely a stressful life.
Yeah.
That's a tough lifestyle. Having a more stable job seems safer.
Yeah, dude, that's the
But
life of the artiste.
right, yeah, man. So why don't you talk about what we're gonna be discussing in the podcast? I guess future videos and stuff.
So, in our future videos, we'll talk a lot about like politics, social movements, philosophy, movies, and pop culture. Um, Something that would like interest us and engage us both.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know that would be fun to do and
Mm-hmm.
like see what this conversation would go into. Because I admit, this day and age, not a lot of people like can engage with a person one on one
Yeah.
or like in a group because they're always on their phone like
Mm-hmm.
what's on Instagram or like
Yeah.
what's on Snapchat or like ooh what's this person doing. Well, I have like this opportunity to like start a podcast with you. You're always like pretty much down to like these ideas with me. That's pretty cool. Like we used to like have this separate Instagram account for
Mm-hmm.
like dedicating to videos,
Yeah, man.
but that one kind of died out
It
because
did.
like
My girlfriend was just asking me about that the other day
really
too. Yeah, she was like, "What happened to the video, uh, shit you guys were doing?" And I was just like, "I don't know. I think we just got too busy because it was really hard setting up a script and then a date and time for filming and then a date and time for editing. It's a lot of work."
it was a lot of work,
Mhm.
and that's why like I was thinking of getting like a 3-man team to do that.
Yeah, if we could honestly get a team, I mean, hey, I'm still down for that shit, bro.
Right.
But that's for a different discussion. But yeah, no, going back though, like, what else made you want to get into the podcast?
So I don't have that much time in my life. Like I want to make something creative, and there's a lot to create out there, um, and not just like being static at my desk. If I do get a corporate job, I want to do something that's fun on the side, and I think that would be worthwhile, and I'll probably cherish it in the future. And I also do want to make some business connections with people in my college group or like fraternity group.
Mm.
I'm part of a fraternity too, so rep.
Rip that shit.
So it's an Asian interest fraternity, so they're pretty cool. Um, yeah, I mean, there's lots of possibilities we can make out of this. We can probably become famous one day just by making a podcast, or like, you know, it'll be just fun to make podcasts together because it's just something we like to do. It goes get us into flow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right. Well, I think I personally would. I personally enjoy just like conversing, but you got to converse with the right person. Because don't get me wrong, dude, I hate people. People.
really.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Definitely not a fan. People are annoying. People are rude. People are obsessive. People come off as pretty bad too. I
Right.
don't want to sound like I'm generalizing because there's a lot of good people out there that I personally think are cool that I could talk to all the time. And you're one of those people, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
And that's why I think like starting this podcast with you is like you're the perfect person to do it with, man. Because you and me can talk about this show. We get each other on this level, and that's something I love doing. I love talking to people that can like get on the same level. Not that like we're on a higher level than other people, just there's the same level. There's no scale. It's just like we're at that same spot, and I feel like we get each other, and I hope that we can connect with like people in the audience as well, because I would love to like hear what you guys think about what we discuss in our podcasts and what we've got going on. And just like feel free to like drop any comments, um, what you liked about the podcast, what you didn't like about it. You know, are you relating to us, or do you think that we're fucking crazy?
Yeah.
Just be honest with us, man, because that's what this podcast is about. That's what I like about this podcast. I mean, I'm personally gonna be honest with this shit.
Right.
Like, I'm definitely not gonna be rude to you or rude to the audience, but like, I'm gonna, be open about shit, and that's what I like about our podcast is that we're gonna be open about it. We're not gonna be corporate. We run the game. there's no one else behind the camera, guys. Like, it's just a podcast, and we've got the phone on a tripod on the bed. Like, there's no one behind there, guys. It's just us two.
Right.
And I think that's one thing that I love because, dude, our whole lives, like, I don't know about you, but at least for me, I've been working for someone. But it's nice kind of just having your own thing and not having to work for someone else. And this is like work that I love doing. This is like an art, man. It's conversation. Conversation is not easy.
Yeah, man. I think this will definitely be a journey.
Yeah, totally, dude.
So
I think that other people will enjoy what we have to say, and I hope you guys do enjoy the discussions that we have. But again, this is just an intro. We just want to let you guys know what we're about here, and just kind of like let you guys know that we've got some stuff coming up. The page is going to be growing. The podcasts will continue to go, but this is just what the podcast is going to be about.
Yeah.
Just us talking about shit. And I think do you want to move on to our first discussion?
Oh yeah, let's go with it.
Bet, man. All right, so honestly, we were kind of having some discussions on what we wanted to do for our first topic. And I think something that a lot of people relate to in the audience and what we are personally going through right now is what it's like being in the transition of going from full-time college student to full-time worker, and we're working the desk jobs, man. And not even just the desk jobs, but like we're working some real ass shit now. And I think that going from 19, which was a super chill year in college, and I know you guys know what's up. Like freshman year was easy. We were just taking core classes. Then sophomore year, we still had time in our heads where we could go, I'll worry about all the extreme shit when I get older,
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm only a sophomore in college. I don't need to be stressing out about this stuff yet. I'm going to chill. Next thing you know, you're 21. You've skipped, you passed your junior year, and you're like, holy shit, I need to get my stuff together. This is life now.
Yeah.
I can't just be sitting here all the time going to school. School is not enough. You got to start picking up a job. You got to start looking for internships. And I think that it's very stressful. It's a stressful time in our lives. Like, we should be enjoying our 20s. It's supposed to be the best time of our lives. And it definitely is. I mean, the fact that we're able to sit here and do this is pretty awesome. It's pretty dope. But at the same time, man, it's like we got work tomorrow. We got to get back to our like daily grind. And that's just how life is now. And I think it's maybe for some, it's an easy transition, but for others, it's not. It's a tough transition for sure.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know, how have you personally handled going from, just kind of like chilling, going to class, but after class, we weren't working.
Yeah.
We were just chilling, doing stuff after school, working on homework. But what's it been like going from that to now working full time over the summer? What's that been like for you, man? Because I'm curious. Yeah, we haven't really talked about it.
Well, definitely during this like 4 years in college, I've been at Georgia State. It's been a very different experience for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been stressful, but I feel like I've been like growing more and like I'm enjoying myself in those stressful moments because this is something I've never experienced in my lifetime. And looking back at it, I didn't really have much to begin with because my family came from like a war-torn country going on with like a proxy war with communism in Laos and America.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm slowly getting to the point where I'm like realizing, wow, I don't have a lot of time.
Yeah.
And if I'm like always stressing out, am I ever going to enjoy this moment?
Right.
Or like, having a corporate job wouldn't be such a bad thing. Maybe it's a blessing because it's
Right,
where, you have the potential to get money and start a family or like start your own business or, buy things that you can't get. I know that's like very materialistic, but there are some things that when you're working for it, it's definitely worth it,
Right.
in the process and in the end. Like start process, and then I think that's something we have to cherish every day.
Right. See, I mean, I can tell that you're like, you can really like shoot for a reward and see that like the grind is worth it,
Yeah,
you know?
but I'm not like an overachiever. It's
Right.
like I'm there for the journey.
Right, right. Because I mean, we all are, man, you know? This whole thing's just a big journey. And I think the 20s are one of the biggest journeys,
Right.
you know? Maybe being a parent would be too, you know, that's like some complex shit. But the 20s are pretty crazy too. I mean, this is a pretty big journey. And
Yeah.
also, I think it also just goes back to like, you know, depending on your beliefs, obviously, like this is the one body we get. This is the one life that we have, at least in this consciousness.
Hmm.
Because if I had another past life, you know, that was a different consciousness. Otherwise,
Right.
I would have remembered that. So at least this is that. This is that one time, and you know, it's good that like you see that as a blessing, because it's kind of just something that like I think you don't need to fight after a while. Like once you get to that age, and you start working full time at like a corporate job or just any job really,
Right.
that might be a stressful gig, and you're doing the 9 to 5 grind or the 9 to 6 grind, whatever. I think you do have to accept it eventually.
Yeah.
Just don't fight it because it's actually a good thing, you know.
Yeah.
Because I mean, not even just looking at it money wise. Because yes, the money is good. You know, there's money in it, but it's also just like growth.
Right.
You know, personal growth.
Yeah.
You're changing as a person. Because I definitely feel like I change every day.
Hmm.
At least in this summer. I mean, there's like changes going on all the time with us, and I think it's a lot. You know, a lot of it's happening up here, man. Like it's
Right.
just you wake up every day and I don't know about you, but like you question shit. I question shit.
Yeah.
Just like damn.
Especially me when I'm like on my phone for like an hour before
Mhm.
bed.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm like, what am I doing with my life? I could be creating stuff, and I'm just like,
Yeah, just scrolling.
I'm
on
like
Instagram,
watching
bro.
YouTube, Instagram.
But you do make some dope art though.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, shout out to Chris's art, by the way. We'll put a link in the description for like our Instagrams. And Chris has some pretty fucking dope artwork on there that he does. A lot of them are like, what are they? They're like those short videos with your artwork, but then you overlay music.
You call them bumps. They're like
Yeah.
Adult Swim bumps.
Yeah, like Adult
Yeah.
Swim bumps. Exactly, yeah. And they're pretty dope, man. We'll definitely put a link to your Instagram in the description because like y'all should check that out. It's pretty cool. We'll put our contact information in there and stuff though. It's whatever. We'll get down to that later, but yeah, man. Transitioning from like young college life to, you know,
Yeah.
adulting.
Yeah, I mean,
Interesting.
I know, like, I totally give off like a different energy, compared to you,
I mean,
and I didn't really get like full details, so I think you should
Mhm.
like elaborate on that a little bit more. You know?
on what it's like.
Yeah, for you so far.
I mean, it's definitely a big change in life, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't know about you, but I've still got at least I'm a senior now, but I've still got a good year,
Right.
maybe a year and a half. So it's like I've still kind of got that time to procrastinate. I feel, but that's not what I'm gonna try to do, and that's just like a cloud over my head, man. The procrastination.
Uh.
That's how it's been, and you know, transitioning from knowing that I have 3 years left to goof around,
Right.
and then 2 years left, and then 1 year left, and now it's like, holy shit, I'm all out of time. I can't goof off anymore.
Yeah.
That's basically where I'm at right now in my life, is transitioning from that, you know, because I tried to build a foundation in college, and it's just hard to build a foundation in college professionally, you know, because it's college, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's fucking college. Like, it's so hard to like really get into that. So I think the transition's been it's been like that for me.
Mhm.
It's supposed to be like that because I went from one day, you know, scooping ice cream, and then now the next day I'm working at this IT job.
Right.
And
Right.
it's a big change. But I think I've slowly been adjusting to what it's like now being a 21-year-old or whatever.
Yeah.
21-year-old. It's tough though, man. There's a lot of questioning, I feel like, right now going on in my life. And sometimes I look at other people, like older people on the train or something, or when I'm walking around downtown, and I'm just like, that dude's in his 30s, probably, maybe 40s. I wonder if he had the same questions as me when he was my age. Like, did he question, all these things like existence, or is this the right thing that I'm doing? Should I just do this instead? What should I chase in life? I don't know, man. Like, for all I know, a lot of these people could have just like jumped straight into this, average stiff life,
Right.
or maybe I'm wrong, and I don't question these people. But see, man, like I know you question these things as well, and I'm curious to see like how our mindsets are going to take us when we get older.
Right.
Like what kind of people are we going to be when we're in our 30s, man? I don't know. And I think about that a lot. I'm just like, and what I'm doing right now, is that going to affect me deeply? Or am I going to, is this going to fuck me up? Or is it going to actually make me into a person that I really want to be, man? Because I think that's another thing that we face right now in this age is identity.
Right.
Like, who am I? Who are you?
Right.
What do I want? What does my family want? Which do I choose?
Right.
I think that's a big thing as well. Transitioning from teenage to your 20s, you really got to figure out who you are and what you want to do and what this journey is supposed to be about.
Right.
What are you going to make of it? 'Cause I think
like a lot of my thought put into what would I be when I'm 30. It hasn't been that much lately. I've been pretty much thinking about like a lot of responsibilities I've had so far. A lot of like emotional distress and like, whoa, what am I gonna eat today? Or, like, I'm not really thinking about like
I think about that too, though.
what am I gonna be at 30?
I do the same thing.
Because I don't know. I guess I kind of dread the idea of looking at myself at 30, or maybe it's because like there is this risk of like, oh shit, I'm not making enough money. I need this financial health care just to live or breathe.
Right. And it sucks, right? It sucks that we need money to be able to even live. But I mean, that's just how the world goes.
Right.
I think that's something that you will come to, or I think that's something that people come to accept if they haven't done it already.
Right.
When they reach this age, this day and age.
And then I believe there's the other people, they are suffering at the same time, but they are enjoying themselves at the very least. More so than the person that's like 30 years old and he's like a billionaire. This guy could be 30 years old and he's making like $45K a year and he's living happily. And that's something I want to search, and I feel like that's something I want to continue finding, because I want to be that guy that's, he's pretty content with his life.
Right.
I'm not too worried about like how much money will I make, because that comes second. I think the first thing is happiness, and what do you find content in? Because money, you can get money everywhere. Hard work, money from investments, money from illegal activities, or like
Whoa.
Well, I'm not saying I do illegal activities. I do legal activities. Yeah, call me square, but I'm pretty fit for that. So.
Square in the comments.
But I just want to find a sense of purpose until like I expire. Then I'll be happy in my deathbed, looking up into the sky, saying, well, I'm actually pretty content with where I am. I don't want to face any regrets later in my life. Like, my motto from now on is no regrets, no apologies. It's full on head spearing into this next idea. Whoa. Or this new purpose I found.
Yeah. Okay.
I've always thought of like, having this purpose is a good reason to live.
Right.
Like, give an example of like Christianity, or like the military, or like having, pride for your college, university, there's a lot of like a sense of purpose, and that's what makes people keep living. Is like
Right. Religion, honor.
it's the energy.
Yeah.
It's the energy.
I think there's a lot of different kinds of energy too, and you've like given really good examples, and like I totally get that.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's different energy out there that keep people going.
Yeah.
That people use to live off of.
Yeah.
Because and money's one of them.
Yeah. And you're a money person, that's definitely worth it.
Yeah, totally.
Just don't regret doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But do regret if you find out that's not what you want to do. But like, don't keep going if you keep regretting it. Like the second, third time, fourth time, fifth time. That means something needs to change.
Right. I think it's bad if someone focuses all their energy towards money, because if you lose money, you have no energy, and then you're just a weak person. I think that's why it's good to have this kind of focus on money, but then also have some on like family, friends, what else, nature, hobbies,
right,
just all kinds of stuff. I think it's definitely like noticeable when someone has all of their energy towards money.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can just kind of tell. And I think you can also just see their outcome in life.
Right.
Because it's just like money doesn't last forever.
Right. It's kind of like we're chained to this problem we have when we can really like think outside of it. I know that's how cliche as it sounds, but if you actually like take a moment to think about it and say, is the same cycle that I'm going to go into going to help me get out from the situation I am right now? It could be money and family problems, or it could just be family problems and money isn't really the problem,
Right. I get that, man.
Yeah.
And it's just like, dude, I was never thinking of this shit when I was in high school. You know what I mean?
Right.
In high school, man, beginning of college, it was like living in the present.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which we still are doing, I think. We're definitely living in the present, but we got a lot of shit to figure out, dude.
I honestly think I'm slowly finding a purpose, especially with this podcast. I think it's a fun experience so far.
Yeah.
Dude,
totally,
I'm really unraveling like what you're thinking, and that's really cool.
Yeah, man. I hope y'all are enjoying like what we got going on right now. I'm sorry we don't really have like a concrete foundation on our first topic, but just an idea,
Yeah.
Just kind of get sunk into the conversation here. Hopefully you guys are getting sunk into it as well. Is that the right tense? Sunk? Sank.
I'm not an English major.
Dude, say, man. I fucking suck at English. Like, I get my tenses wrong all the time, dude. I'll be like writing an email at work, and I'll have to like double check and make sure that I use the right tense. Like Grammarly, dude, shout out to Grammarly. You guys are getting free advertisement from me right now. Grammarly it's awesome.
Dude.
I was about to say lit, but I caught myself because lit is dead now.
No, dude, it's a new vocabulary in this day and age now.
Yeah. What, lit?
Lit, yes.
You're still saying lit.
Everyone's still saying lit.
Dude, no, man. Lit's dead now. Didn't you hear?
No, it's
you
not
didn't
dead.
hear it?
Dude.
Yeah, no. Donald Trump said lit in a tweet.
Dude, I don't care what Donald Trump says.
Dude, fuck Trump, bro.
Dude, then don't listen to Trump. Lit is still on like Snapchat or like Instagram. You know those little photos you can put? Like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's lit.
It is. I mean,
It's
I guess
right
it's
now.
lit. But I definitely use that word way too much, dude. Like, I was like getting a soda the other day, and my coworker came. He was just like, "Oh, you're getting a grape soda?" I was like, "Yeah, man, it's lit." And I was just like, "Why the fuck did I say that? It's not even lit. I'm just getting a soda." You know what I mean? Like, it's just become something that like I say all the time now. It's like saying like. You know what I mean? When you say the word like a lot.
Oh, yeah.
That's what lit has become. And that's why I'm trying to stop saying lit, because it's a bad thing, dude.
Dude, that might be a new like business motto or like
What?
a corporate new world word.
Word lit?
Yeah, like lit. Like
Come buy our products. It's lit.
Yeah.
I don't know, if I saw that shit, bro, it's like the same thing as seeing advertisements with emojis.
Really?
That shit pisses me off, bro. I'm just like, no. It's too millennial.
Dude, but you're from the millennials.
I know, but it's like it's trying to get attention for 12-year-olds.
Oh, it's
You know
too
what I mean?
corporate.
Yeah, and they're trying to adjust. They're trying to like get on our
It's
level.
very inorganic.
Yeah, man. I'm
I
just
see.
like, I don't want to see that shit. I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe that's just me though.
I
We're gonna
laugh
be throwing
at
out
that.
our opinions a lot, by the way, guys. Hope you're ready for that.
Yeah. It's going to be lit. So.
Well, you know what we need to do? We need to get a effect where we can say lit and then it echoes. Lit.
Lit.
Do you guys know any cool soundboard apps? Just put it down in the comments because we're curious on how we can like enhance our setup here and make things a little more interactive in our podcasts.
Oh, dude. Just let you know, we're hitting like the 27-minute mark.
Oh, for real?
So
We should probably close it off then.
yeah, we can think of a next topic for the next podcast.
Yeah.
I really did enjoy this.
Me too, man. I enjoyed this conversation. And honestly, if you guys ever have any suggestions on what we should talk about, or if you have a request on a topic that you'd like us to look into and have us give our thoughts on it, drop that shit in the comments.
Yeah.
We will gladly like put that into consideration, and we'll totally make a whole podcast on it. If you guys have a topic that we're up for,
Yeah.
drop your comments. Let us know what's up. Let us know if you liked the podcast. Let us know if you didn't like that shit. It's cool, man. Free country, free world. You can say what you want. That's what we're doing right now.
Shaka.
All right, y'all. It's been fun. We're gonna hit it. We're gonna go shoot some fireworks because it's July 4th. Happy 4th, everyone.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna chase you with candles. Just let you know.
I cannot wait to do a Roman candle fight.
Okay.
We gotta go get some.
Don't lose an eye.
All right, man. We got glasses. We're straight.
Oh yeah, bet.
Shout out to- Bet.
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 Write it off. Bet.
Peace out, guys.
Bet.